You've been down here since day 3? And what are your thoughts on the way that things have gone for the Occupy Boston since the very beginning? Do you think that the future will be good for the movement, or do you think that things are going to get pushed out very soon?
Well, if we can get the right media to present the truth about the whole situation, I think it'll be fine. But when you get distorted views, people putting down their own interpretation of what's happening, you'll have conflict. Other than that, it's fine. I think basically what we're here for is to get the word out. I don't think the public is aware of a lot of the stuff that's going on until they're confronted with it in their own life. Then there's an outcry.
Whether you like it or not, it's city
basically just to get the information out to people, make them aware of what's really going on. It's really the whole purpose for us.
And do you think that a lot of the things that have come out in the media, like the City of Boston's interpretation of what this is, like the public safety issues and health, do you think that those are just excuses, or do you think that those are valid concerns?
I don't think I've heard of any but one person getting sick. I don't think I've heard of any really one health issue. I don't think there's really much of a health issue as they say they are. Like they blow it out of proportion. And then they won't even allow us for those things that they say for us to straighten out the situation. A lot of times they just say, hey, I mean, the other night we tried to get a sink in to help with one of the regulations. You can't have a sink. So basically what they're doing is forcing us not to being able to require us to fulfill those health issues that they talk about. So we just went back to the same old way we were doing things.
So do you think that the December 15th is really a hard deadline, or do you think that it'll extend past that sort of court-ordered date?
I think it'll extend past that. I really don't think, Boston is a commonwealth. And the judge has been trying to rule fairly. She's not being tricked into a lot of the issues that the city talks about. So I think she's doing a fine job. But I think now Mayor Menino thinks that a lot of pressure has been put on him from his cronies or his side to get us out of here. Other than that, I think it'll go on.
Yeah. Do you think that this occupation, that the message has gotten a little too jumbled over time? Like it seemed like it like when you come down here, like when I was here before, it seems like you have a lot of different messages, and some of them aren't very coherent. Would you agree with that? Do you think that sometimes there are things that are being added on to what it was, what this movement's about?
I think there are a lot of issues that people have not really understood that seem to come out now. There are a lot of issues, going on, especially with our banking system and unfair taxes. It's just not been where people understand. So I don't think there's nothing really being added to it. I think it's just been a little bit of conflict in what's our number one issue.
Okay. Do you think the media's portrayal of this whole movement has been accurate, or do you think that there's been a lot of distortion going on?
I think there's been a lot of distortion. Of course, the city is going to add to it and blow out of proportion those things that they think are beneficial for them to get us out of here. But if they will really be honest about it, there's not that much of a conflict.
And with the way that the weather is obviously changing, do you think that that's going to force a lot of people out anyway, or do you think that there'll be some people do you think most of these people are going to stick around?
I think most people will stick around. I really believe, and I tell people this, some of them laugh at me, but I think the Lord's kind of agreeing with what we're doing.
The weather hasn't been too bad.
The weather hasn't been too bad. And
minus that freak, winter storm that happened on Halloween. Yeah.
But other than that, I think the Lord's been smiling on us and giving us a good amount of fair weather.
And just for the papers, would you mind just giving me your name?
My name is Wayne Green.
Wayne Green?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Wayne. I appreciate